All right, so we're going to start our warm-up with some running, and let's go nice and easy. That's it, nice and easy jog. Well, we want to make sure our heels touch the floor. About 30 more seconds, and then we're going to switch to going on the floor in a 4-point position. So I'll get it one step ahead of you. Okay, now we're going to go to the floor on all fours, and we're going to do MTV with one side. So we're going to take our arm, we're going to go into an M position, thumb towards the ceiling. We're going to bring that arm down, and then we're going to go back out to the side in a T, and then we come back down, and then we go overhead into a V. And now just repeat that. Go below. That's your M, go out to the side, that's your T, and go overhead, that's your V. Perfect. Let's keep going with this. M. Each time you move your shoulder blade towards the center of your body, and we externally rotate the shoulder, which looks like your thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling as a good reference. Good. We stabilize our torso. Nothing moves except our shoulder and our shoulder blade. Or our arm and our shoulder blade. Okay, let's go to the other side. So, same idea. Everything's stable. We go M position, and then T, and then V. Let's regulate how high we lift because we're really focused just on mobilizing that scapula. So we want to push the scapula towards the center each time. If we over elevate, we'll start to move the scapula up towards our ears. We do not want that right now. All right, keep externally rotating. And excellent. Let's come back up on the feet. We're going to run, but this time just run kind of laterally. So you just kind of sidestep from one end of your yoga mat or your area to the other. Good, just normal running motion. Just keep that running motion and kind of fall to the left, run in place, and then kind of lean and fall to the right. Try not to push yourself. Just kind of fall over. Fall, stay up, and then we fall, come back. I'm just going to lean over to the left, keep my legs moving the same way, same speed, and fall to the right. Good. Okay, let's go back down to 4-point. And we're going to do lower body extension. So we're going to bring our leg out to the side and behind us, nice and straight. And then, without moving the torso or the pelvis, I'm just going to squeeze my butt and lift that leg. Go ahead, we'll do anywhere from about 15 to 20 of these. Just focus on squeezing the glutes. Don't worry about your reps. Keep the pelvis super stable. So check in with your hip. Make sure that pelvis isn't tilting anteriorly. It's staying neutral. Your abdominals are tightening up every time you tighten. The more you tighten up the glute, the more you tighten up the abdominals to help stabilize the hip complex. All right, let's go to the other side, or the other leg. We're a little abducted. We're fully extended at the knee, and then we just squeeze the glute. Good. Let's bring it back up on your feet. We're going to start our running with just like kind of heel kicks. So we're keeping the knees kind of in the same plane, and we're just bringing the heels up. Yeah. So we're kind of like landing on the ball of our feet, and then just picking up. All right. Now we're going to switch. We're going to continue to pick our feet up, obviously, but now we're going to start lifting the knees in front of us a little higher, or high knees. So our feet are traveling straight up and down underneath our butt, and the knees are coming slightly in front of us and up. And our feet are like pistons going straight up and down, alternating. Okay, let's go back to 4-point position. This one's a little tricky, but it's not that complicated. So what we're going to do is you're going to do a full bird dog. So a full bird dog is that we extend the leg, extend the arm, and everything's slightly abducted. Just slightly abducted. And then we're going to swing everything out into full abduction. So we're going to swing it all the way around and meet the elbow to the knee, go back out, swing all the way around, elbow to the knee, and back out. All the way around, elbow to knee, back out, swing all the way around, elbow to knee, back out. Now the whole time you're trying to stabilize the torso and even the pelvis if you can. It's going to be tricky, especially when you do the knee to elbow. See if you can. You don't actually have to touch your knee to the elbow. All right, let's go to the other side. So we're extending out, we're slightly abducted, and then we just go into a full abduction, external rotation, bring it all together. Extend out, fully swing around, extend out, fully swing around. Good. Remember, try to keep that external rotation of the shoulder as you go around. We're trying to keep that thumb up, not point the thumb down, not internally rotate that shoulder. Almost there. Keep stabilizing. All right. Whew. Very good. All right, now we're going to do mobilization. The mobilization is pretty simple. We're going to do D1, D2, PNF patterns. And just follow along with me. We've done it before. We want to, first one is lower body. So as we move the lower body, obviously our upper body we want to keep stable, but the connection is right there at the pelvis. So put your hands on your pelvis so you can feel that connection and know how stable this connection is. Okay, because you're going to try to keep it as stable as possible. So what we're going to do first is pass the soccer ball. So we're going to turn past the soccer ball, external rotation across the midline of our body, and then we come to the outside, turn internal. So we're pointing our toe down, and then we externally rotate across the body. We abduct, internal and extension, and then across the body. Okay, go ahead and swing through these as fast or slow as you need to help stabilize the pelvis. The more rhythmic you can make it, the better. But you still want to focus on internal and external rotation of the hip. That's the idea of this exercise, is to see how far we can internally and externally rotate. All right. Very good. There's your soccer kick. Let's do the same thing on the other side. And go ahead. And again, we're focusing on internal, external rotation of the moving limb. But at the same time, we want to try to stabilize the connection of that pelvis to the torso. The more we stabilize, the more mobilization we'll get. Your standing leg is going to be working really hard because it's got to counteract the motion that's being driven by the moving limb. All right, let's move into the next pattern of the lower body. And we're going to do external rotation, but it's behind us and right behind your front foot. So I'm going to bring my right foot right behind my left foot in external rotation. And then I'm going to reach out in front and out to the side, internal rotation, and then I come back. It's like a little dance step. So we kind of touch and back. Using your toe. So try to just, it's a good idea to just touch your toe to the front, touch your toe to the back. If you can get your heel down in the back, it's good, but you can just do toe. Focus on internal, external rotation, and then see if you can really stabilize that pelvis while you're going through this motion. Don't forget about that standing leg. The standing leg's working really hard. All right, very good. Let's go to the other side. So we're external rotation behind our front foot. Reach out to the side in front, internal rotation. External, internal. Good. Boom. There we go. And just keep using those glute muscles to get the external. Use the hip flexor muscles in the front pocket to get the internal rotation. And you'll feel going from opposites. They're antagonist muscles. And the more rhythmic you are, the better you're transitioning from those antagonist muscles, from one direction all the way to the opposite direction. Okay, very good. Upper body. Let's start by drawing the sword. So we reach across our body to the front pocket of the opposite hip, and then we draw our sword into external rotation, and then we reach down and put our sword back, I guess, and then externally rotate. Good. Now again, the pelvis is going to be easy to stabilize now because our feet aren't moving or our legs aren't moving, but the connection now is in that mid-back. So we don't want to be doing extension or flexion or anything like that. You've got to control it. So the higher your arm goes and the more you go into flexion of the shoulder, the more you have to control the abdominals. Figure out where I am. And don't forget about that rotation. Internal, fully externally rotate. Fully internally rotate, fully externally rotate. All right, let's switch arms. Front pocket, opposite side, draw the sword, stabilizing that mid-back. Move those shoulder blades. Or try to stabilize the shoulder blades actually, but when we go into the flexion phase, we should fully get that shoulder blade to move down our back. And when we reach across our body, we're going to try to stabilize that shoulder blade so it doesn't lift and elevate, it doesn't internally rotate, or it doesn't protract, I should say. Your shoulder's internally rotating without protraction or minimal protraction. All right. Next exercise is the extension with internal rotation. So I'm extending my arm behind me and I'm internally rotating. Right? And then I'm going to shield my face with external rotation. So I'm turning my thumb, trying to point my thumb at the camera. And then I try to point the thumb behind me. And again, we're going to try to stabilize the whole torso and especially focus on trying to internally and externally rotate that shoulder with minimal movement of the scapula. Minimal movement. We're going to try to move the shoulder capsule independent of the scapula. A few more seconds. Very good. Everybody looks pretty good. Focus on that internal and external rotation. That's what we're mobilizing. All right, let's go to the other arm. So we extend, push behind us, internal rotation. Externally rotate at the top. Extend, point the thumb behind us. flex, point the thumb at the camera. Extend, thumb behind. Shield our face, thumb at the camera. Good. Nice. Focus on the external and internal rotation. Put your energy into the scapula or the shoulder blade, trying to stabilize as you move through this limb, or move this limb through the motion. All right, very good. Easy breezy. All right, here we go with strength. Cool exercises today. First one is a plank, and it's a knee plank. A knee plank, that's what I call it. You're going to keep one knee on the ground. So let's start on your right side and you can do forearm on the ground or hand. I'm going to start with the forearm, but you can do hand if you want. And then your knee, my right knee is on the ground. So my left leg straight, right knee is bent for stability. So I can stabilize forward and back. And the plank is not full because I'm not on my foot. Now what we're going to do, this is the hard part, you're going to lift into abduction, follow up with flexion, follow that with extension, back to neutral, touch the floor. Okay? So let's do it again. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, floor. And I'll show you this angle if I can. So we're going to abduct, flex, extend, neutral, floor. And try to stabilize that pelvis best you can. Abduct, stabilize the pelvis in the flexion, especially in the extension, back to neutral and down. All right, let's get one more. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Very good. If you notice, both hips are working pretty hard. Let's go to the other side. Again, I'm going to do the forearm plank. My left knee is bent, and I'm stabilized on that left knee. I'm going to put my right hand on my pelvis to make sure I'm stable. Let's go into abduction, and then we flex, then we extend, back to neutral, down to the floor. And abduct, flex, extend, squeeze the glute, back to neutral, floor. Abduct, flex, extend with the glute, back to neutral, to the floor. Get another angle, abduct, flex, extend, neutral, floor. Last one, abduct, flex, extend, neutral, to the floor. All right, not easy. Okay, next exercise. Not as tricky as it looks. We're going to do a knee tuck. So we're in a plank. We do a knee tuck from my left knee to my left elbow. I go back, floating my foot in the air, and then I switch to touch my left toe to my right fingers. And then I come back, and I'll show you this angle. So it's left knee to left elbow, float that left leg in the air, come across, touch your hand, back to plank. Okay? Let's go through 5 of those on each direction. I'll face this camera. So it's going to be knee tuck to elbow to the hand. Stay with the same side. Elbow, hand, back to plank. Elbow, hand, back to plank. Elbow, hand, back to plank. One more, elbow, hand, back to plank. Nice job. That was good. All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Here we go. Get up into a plank. Right knee to the right elbow. Then extend behind you. Right foot to the left hand. And then back to plank. Knee to elbow. Extend. And then to the hand. Back to plank. Again, elbow to the hand, to the floor, plank. Nice. Elbow to hand, back to the floor. Elbow to hand, back to the floor. I think we got one more. Elbow to hand, and back to plank. Nice job. Okay, next exercise. You can hold on to something. I would recommend it, like a wall, a bench, a chair, anything. You're just going to do calf raises, single leg calf raises. All right, here we go. Let's go up, and then bring it down slow. Up, bring it down slow. Go ahead, 3, and down. 4, 1, 2, down. 5, 1, 2, down. 6, 1, 2, down. 7, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 8, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 9, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And 10, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. Let's go to the other side. And go up, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And up, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And up, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And 4, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And 5, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 6, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 7, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 8, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. 9, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. And 10, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, down. All right, let's go back to our side kneeling plank. So, right knee on the ground. This time I'm going to do it from the hand just to show a different variation. And as we're in that plank, we hold our body stable with a bent knee, and then we're going to abduct, flex, extend back to the ground. And abduct, flex, extend, neutral to the ground. And abduct, flex, extend, neutral to the ground. And abduct, flex, extend, neutral to the ground. Try to keep that leg abducted through all planes. Here we go. Up, flex, extend, and then down. All right? So that's 5. Let's go to the other side. Okay, so we're on the other side. Again, I'm using the hand. I'm going to abduct. I'm going to flex, keep it abducted, extend, keep abduction, back to neutral, and then finally back down to the ground. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Whew. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Keep that pelvis stable. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Ow. All right, that is intense. If you want, you can also, I'll tell you next round, but you can just lay on the floor too. It's not easy, just laying on the floor. It's pretty difficult. Okay, now let's go back to the knee tuck. So we're doing the elbow, knee to elbow, and then opposite touch of the hand, okay? So let's do it. I'm going to go left elbow, and then I'm going to touch my right hand with my foot. So left to left, left foot to right hand. Again. Now if you notice, the side of your body that has the stable arm, or the arm connected to the floor, that's the side that's working the hardest. Maintain that external rotation of that shoulder. Keep those lats on, and your obliques are going to fire with each motion. Okay, that's good. Let's go to the other side. So we're plank. We're going to tuck that knee to elbow, reach across, touch the hand. Again, the stable arm is the side of the body that's doing all the work. Very good. It's a great oblique exercise. Excellent. Then we're back to the calves, the lower legs. So we're going to do calf raise soleus. So we're going to hold on to our object, get down nice and low in a squat, and then lift the heels. Okay? So let's go down there. Down in a squat, lift the heels, bring it down. Lift the heels, bring it down. Lift the heels, bring it down. Up, 4, down. Up, 5, down. Up, 6, down. Up, 7, down. Up, 8, down. Up, 9, down. Up, 10, down. Sorry. Okay, back to the side plank. So I'm going to do the side plank from my forearm again. And I'm going to abduct, flex, extend, back to neutral, down. 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 Let's go to the other side. We're going to abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Stabilize that pelvis. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. One more. Abduct, flex, extend, neutral, down. Okay, let's go through the knee tuck again. So we're going to tuck the knee and then touch the hand. Tuck the knee, touch the hand, back to plank. Tuck the knee, touch the hand, back to plank. Again. And one more. All right. Let's go to the other side. Plank, knee to elbow, touch the hand. Knee to elbow, touch the hand, back to plank. Knee to elbow, touch the hand, back to plank. Knee to elbow, touch the hand, back to plank. And let's do one more. All right, good. Very well done. We're going to be using that exercise in the workout today, or the Metcon. Okay, toe hops. So you can use something to hold on to again, which is advisable, because I'm not trying to get you to focus on balance. I want you to focus on keeping your foot or your heel elevated. So we're going to go into a heel raise. So our heel is elevated, and then we're just simply going to hop. And if you want to put your other foot down in between each hop, go ahead. It's okay. I'm not looking for balance. I'm looking to see if you can keep your heel up the whole time without dropping your heel to the ground through each hop. You're going to do 10 hops. When you get to 10, you can just stop, and then we'll switch to the other side. All right, let's go to the other side. We're going to elevate our heel, and we're going to hop. Good. Good. Keep that heel up the whole time. Don't let it hit the ground until you get to the 10th breath. All right. Very well done. All right, so I'm just going to go over the movements that are up on the screen. We got 5 rounds. Each exercise segment is 5 reps. The first couple exercises are like one big movement. All right, so it's a combination of movements wound up into one exercise, I should say. All right, so the first one is a lunge, and it's quite simple. You're just going to do a reverse lunge, followed by a reaching lateral lunge. So we reach that leg out to the side, and then we go to a pistol, or you could call it a front reach lunge, okay? So I'll show you from the side view. I'm going to first reverse lunge. My leg travels back, then my leg travels to the side, and then my free leg travels forward. All right, so the free leg travels, the standing leg does all the work. Okay, free leg travels back, forward, side and forward. It's pretty simple. All right, well, we do that 5 times on the right side, or left side first. I got left leg first, and then we go and do that on the right side. Then we're going to do the knee tuck and then cross tuck. So it's the knee to the elbow, and then we touch the hand, just like we did before. Knee to elbow, and then we touch the hand. Okay? So we're what do you think about that? Yes, you can rotate the body, but keep the connection with that stable arm. That's the arm that's doing the work, or the side, I should say the obliques. So it's this side right here that contracts to get the elbow to the knee, and then it's this side that contracts to bring the foot to the hand. Okay? If you want to modify, no, listen, it's not I shouldn't say modify. Your range of motion is dependent on your flexibility. It doesn't mean that you made it easier, but if you're, like I got good hip flexion, I can touch my elbow easily. If you can't, you get stuck, that's okay. We're just trying to stimulate the obliques, or the muscles of the lateral abdominals, okay? And if you you can rotate the torso, but you don't necessarily have to. If you want to try to do it without rotating, or minimal rotation, that's actually really good too. And don't worry about touching the limb. Like, just doing that is fine. I'm more concerned about stabilizing on that stable arm. All right, now push-ups. Then we just finished with push-ups. Okay. You got a foot, from your feet, from your knees. If you want to do a variation of, back and forth, it's up to you. You got 5 of those. All right, just a quick review again. I'm just going to do it on the other side. We got the reverse. We reach to the side. We reach forward. That's the lunge, 5 of those. And then we got the knee tuck exercise. Tuck to the hand, and then reach across. And again, you can rotate the torso if you want, or you can kind of minimize rotation, make it a little more challenging. And then finally, push up. All right, here we go. We're going to do our workout. And go ahead, let's start with those lunges, starting with the right side. And go ahead at your own pace. You got 5 of these lunges. Good job. Way to get down into those lunges. Just keep pumping through that same leg on the lunges. Good. On the knee tucks, keep those shoulders in external rotation. Remember, the stable arm is the side that's doing all the work. The arm connected to the floor, that's the obliques. That's the side of the obliques that are doing all the work. Gene, you finished? Done? All right, everybody's under 10.